party. So, I got an idea. We're doing story time. So, one time, I was at school camp with my friends. And I was just on a lovely little walk until a giant hill to climb. A dirt road to be exact. And as I was climbing, there were lots, and I mean lots, of flies. They would not stop annoying me. They would just get on my face. One went in my stomach. Right in the stomach. So occasionally what I had to do was complain. Complain all day. I didn't want to move, not a bit. But then eventually I did, and we got to the maze. I got to the maze. So, as I was in the maze, I had to get in a team of 4. So, as in the team of 4, we had to figure out codes to try and figure out what the number was. One of the codes was 7546. And once we found the code for this, we put it in the dial thingamabob. Yeah, I had no idea what I did. I just spammed the buttons. But I got it. And since I did the maze before, there was a giant fake wall that was attached to a spinny thing that looked like it was just a regular wall, like all the other ones. So my friends just were gonna walk away until I ran over and I kicked the door and got my friends to the end of the maze. They were confused. They thought I just broke a wall and cheated, and then they found out that was just a fake wall. So we continued on to dig rock climbing. And when I said rock climbing, I mean like really, really big climbing wall. And I was first to climb. And you all know I am the best at this. Okay. Yes, I was connected. And I climbed. And as I was climbing, I fell. Luckily, I was able to hold on. But I fell like that. I was just holding on to one hand. I looked down, saw how high I was, and thought, maybe it isn't for me. Until I got to the top, and instead of celebrating, I just, let's just say, oh heavens, take me down. Wait, I literally floated down like I was going up to heaven, but going down. So yeah, that's kinda that first morning. We also had groups. We also had groups for cooking and stuff. So not cooking, but for the breakfast. Obviously, the people who were in the groups got to eat food first. And we all know what the best part of dinner is. Or the best food at camp is. It's always the breakfast food. That breakfast food is always the best. And I got to eat first on the breakfast food, which was eggs and bacon and waffles and maple syrup Don't think that's it. Oh, I'm not close to being done. Ice cream. And just an army's worth. Was crazy. So, which is why I decided to switch on to another thing. It's kind of weird how we're just able to do this sort of stuff, you know? We just can. Another thing about this is that I was also able to manipulate others into thinking that they are in my group. I mostly use this on my friends. The teachers too, just so then the teachers think that I'm in the group, that I'm in with my friends. They didn't fall for it. Well, I wish they did though. But it's worth a shot. Another thing is that one time in camp, and you know how like you have to it's basically a sleepover with your entire school, but you don't know who's in the same room as you. Since I didn't know who was sleeping next to me, it was random. We were able to ask who we could have if we could choose, and they would try their best to. And we all know they probably didn't really, cause at the end you get like the weirdest kid. Like you could get the kid who would like send an army. This kid would do some weird stuff. And he's kind of like the weird kid in school. He's got like the weird kid. So, one time, I got the weird kid. So, and as I was doing that, I kind of just got a little disappointed because, you know, guys, it's just like camp is crazy. You can just it's weird how in camp you can no matter what, there's always one camp that you get the weird kid, just that you have to share a bunk with the weird kid. Like there were 2 bunk beds, and I had to share the bunk bed with the weird kid. Like it's crazy. Why? Let me do it. Why can't you let us choose? And let the leftover people together. You know, the weird kid with weird kid. That's fair. But seriously, I've only had one camp that doesn't have. I've only been to one camp that doesn't want me to It's like I only had one camp that I have all my friends with. You know, just like it's crazy. It's crazy how it's only like that. It's just weird, don't you think? Because I swear to God, if I ever get this again, I will scream. Yeah. It's so weird. You always get the weird kid in yours, no matter what. It's always the weird kid that you get. You always get the weird kid. No matter what, you try anything, you get the weird kid. It's always the weird kid that you get. Which is why I'm suing the school. Nah. But I'm too young to. Like 5-year-old. Whatever. But yeah. It's a crazy thing, camp. And the dinner's okay. Dinner's kind of really good. But don't get me started, or don't even get me started on how annoying those walks are. Those morning walks, they are hell. Hell, I tell you. If you haven't gone to camp yet, you better hope that you can walk for about 10 miles worth. Because it is hell trying to walk. you'd be stuck there for you might as well just live there at this point because you're going to be there for your entire life. Which is why I've come to the conclusion we choose where we go on camp. That's right. I made a declaration myself. We will choose what we want. We will choose what we want. Just let that happen. What's so bad if we can we can choose who we want. Just let us do that. It's crazy enough that they don't. Just let us. Which is why I've gone crazy sometimes. But anyways, I think that we could do more and better. And it could be a way better time. And yeah. That's the end of this story time. I'll see you in the next one. Camp sucks.